So how does autism impact self-confidence? I'm going to cover some of the things all about that right now in this video, so stay tuned. Guys, welcome back to the Ask Me World. What's going on? My name is Dan. I have autism and ADHD. Now, it's my mission, my life goal to make sure that everybody has a chance in life, and I am trying to help as many people in the autism spectrum as possible. So if you want to come along for the journey and be a part of everything, make sure to hit the subscribe button by clicking the notification bell down below. Guys, what's going on? So, autism and self-confidence, a huge one, right? So self-confidence is probably one of the biggest kind of kickers for people on the autism spectrum for many different things. For good reason, really, because without self-confidence, you have a lack of self-motivation and you kind of fall into this, what I like to call the autistic moment of inertia. Now, before I get into that, I just want to say thank you to Brilia for sponsoring this video. Now, Brilia is a non-prescription based homeopathic medication that you can take for ADHD, and this is why I take it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Now, Brilia helps with enhanced clarity, improved concentration, and reduce feelings of anxiety, stress, restlessness, irritability, and impulsivity, which is basically like me rolled up into like one thing. So if you resonate with this and you want to check out Brilliant, they have one for adults and they also have one for children. Now, I would recommend talking to your doctor before taking any type of medication, but I love Brilliant. I think it's because it's nice and it's more natural than anything else. It's kind of cool. So if you would like 15% off, you can use the code ASPY15 when you check out. Link will be in the description down below. So make sure to check out Brilliant. Let's go through it. Why do autistic individuals suffer a lot with self-confidence issues? Well, first of all, think about social interactions. Autistic individuals have issues with social interactions. Because of this, if you're an autistic person and you're finding it difficult to socialize with somebody, you instantly have a step back, like, ooh, okay, well, I'm obviously not confident to talk in this moment in time with these people, so it's going to be difficult to have any kind of self-confidence because you're already taking a confidence kickback because you're having difficulty socializing. Now, it doesn't happen to every single autistic individual, but most autistic individuals will have issues with social interactions or socializing in general. This is like unwritten social cues, your typical kind of like, how far do I stand away from somebody? When is it my turn to talk? When is it their turn to talk? All of these things come into play when you're trying to have a social communication. Now, being someone on the autism spectrum who have difficulties with this, it's a confidence kicker, and it really does impact self-confidence. So things like sensory sensitivity can also have a huge impact on self-confidence. If you're sensory sensitive to noise and smells, and somebody's like, hey, let's go to this noisy club and then go out for dinner at a restaurant, that may be a little too overwhelming for you. So being confident in that moment is going to be something that is not applicable to you if you're sensitive to those things. And so, of course, your self-confidence then takes a kickback. It takes another step back from being something that you can do or something that you want to do to being something that is unable to do. So always remembering that sensory sensitivities aren't just impacting your ability to be around sensitive information that's coming in from your stimuli from third-party resources, but it's also to do with the fact that it's going to impact your self-confidence. Now, this does sound all doom and gloom, right? Because there's a lot of other things like, negative stereotypes for people on the autism spectrum. People may hear that you're autistic, instantly be patronizing to you or talk down to you or take advantage of you. Again, this is not good for self-confidence. But self-confidence comes from something that's very different from that. Self-confidence comes from the fact of knowing who you are and allowing yourself to be validated in a situation. If you validate yourself, if you say, I truly am who I am, everybody else can just get lost. Then you become more confident. It's all about being you and being comfortable with being you. Do you love yourself? You should do, but if you don't, start loving yourself. Do you enjoy the things that you do? Yes, of course you do. So there you go. You should be confident in the things you do because they're the choices that you make in your life. Only you should be concerned with your life. And I mean that. You're amazing, you're beautiful, and I love you. So does the world. So go out there and be as confident as you possibly can. Share this video if you think it's helpful. I'll see you in the next one, guys.